Game show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you 20% basketball, 80% life.
Triple OC, 80-20. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to be here with you two guys. It's very deep. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Thanks, homie.
Manning the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 43, Alonzo Mourning. Starting at center, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 16, Hakeem Olajuwon. At the center position, standing 7 foot 2, number 30, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 6, Bill Russell. Manning the middle, 7 feet 1 inch, number 34, Shaquille O'Neal. The head coach of your home team is Jason Kidd. Once again,
it's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game is the 76ers coming to town for this one. Welcome to our 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA on a Monday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. A look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Robertson. Payton is out there with West. Then it's Nash. And it's Johnson in at the center position. Now, here is Mourning. Picked by Olajuwon. Mourning passes to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Mourning kicks to O'Neal. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Mourning can't make it work. And Philadelphia has possession. The 76ers might have dodged having the worst record in the league last season, but they didn't dodge having the worst road record last year, Clark.
They could not dodge that one, Kevin. Just 6 wins on the road, but that was pretty much expected considering the youth and inexperience of this team.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. A fader. That is good.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
West kicks to Johnson. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Dishes it to Robertson. Payton drives in, and the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Russell against West. Outside Russell. Shaq dishing to Russell. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by West. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Screened by Russell. Shaq passes to Russell. Olajuwon with a screen on West. Back to Shaq. Here's Mourning. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Robertson kicks it to West. Nash with no one around. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Nash against O'Neal. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Olajuwon. Here's Shaq. That's short off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
West passes to Robertson. Off target from three-point range.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Fade away. Mourning's shot is good. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Here is Olajuwon. Following the basket by Alonzo Mourning. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Olajuwon dishes to O'Neal. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The 76ers leading. Robertson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Robertson passes to Payton. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Here's O'Neal. Jerry West pulls it in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I caught up with head coach Brett Brown. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the opposing defense and open things up by using their ability to knock down long-range shots. Success from the perimeter will translate to success on the inside. Those were his words to me, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
I definitely can appreciate their approach with the 3-ball.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Chamberlain's checked in for the Bucks. Hardaway's checked in for the 76ers. Hardaway comes in for West. That one drops. He ties it up. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down. A perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
There's 1:17 left in the first. Russell against Hardaway. There's the dish to Chamberlain. To the inside, Abdul-Jabbar. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Robinson's checked in for Shaq. The Bucks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
On the free throw, no good. Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And, Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance.
He used that pick just right. 9 points for Steve Nash.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Yeah, the Bucks ended, guys, with a 23-18 record at home. Really impressive for a young team. They didn't have the largest margin of victory because they won a lot of close games here at the Bradley Center.
Here's Hardaway. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Johnson. Chamberlain with the block, but he stays with it. And Johnson missing again.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers ahead, up 2. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And so in the game for the 76ers, Johnson is out there with Robertson. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Frazier. And it's Billups in at the small forward position.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Screened by Russell. Chamberlain dishes to Russell. 5 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Can't get it to go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Robertson with it. He's picked up by Russell. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Thomas against Russell. Feeds it to Chamberlain. Tries from 7. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Thomas kicks to Robertson. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Robertson's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
making a switch here. Yao is checked back in. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Well, the 76ers do go at the basket without hesitation. They're fearless, Clark, going inside. Led the NBA last season on points off drive.
Well, you know, I like to say you've got to use what you have. They didn't have many shooters, so that means head down, get to the rim.
Clock at 4. And the basket by Olajuwon.
You don't see many tall players with that kind of speed, Kevin.
And now, your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
Malone's checked in for Milwaukee.
Dancer, one more time, let him hear it.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Frazier outside. And stolen by Yao. Olajuwon, the pass to Russell to the left side wing. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Olajuwon. Yao inside, covered by Robertson. A nice shot by Yao.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Over to the left wing. From deep, Phillips. Rebound by Yao.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the third straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was, could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
Yao with a screen on Stockton. Shot off the pick. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Yao's got 4 this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Russell with it. Now Payton defending. Russell dishes to Olajuwon. Here's Yao. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And here's the break. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Yao. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And that's now 6 points for Yao.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Robertson kicks to Johnson. That one a little long.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Shot clock at 5. Yao, the pass to Olajuwon. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Johnson. And the 76ers lead by 1. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Olajuwon inside. Thomas is on him. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
And Olajuwon drops them both.
Well, as you said, guys, I mean, the Bucks struggled early in their series against the Bulls, but they got the momentum and forced a Game 6, but then were blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow.
Hardaway, no good.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
Olajuwon against Nash. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Nash. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nash has got 11 points.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turned in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
Mutombo inside, guarded by Hardaway. Here's Ewing. Here's Russell. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bucks lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They played with more purpose in the second quarter and fought to turn an early deficit into a 3-point lead by the time we reached the break. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, their defense was really inconsistent. They get a stop, then turn around and give up an easy bucket. That's why they allowed over 50% shooting. Their defense needs to be a lot more focused in the second half.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Nash has been putting up the numbers. He's got 11 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
The 76ers trail by 3. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. O'Neal is out there with Mourning. Then it's Russell. And it's Olajuwon in at the 3 spot. West against Russell. Kicks it to Olajuwon. The fadeaway. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. I think it's Steve Nash. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season. After all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around, they settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
As you said, the 76ers will be a team built on defense going forward. At least that's what it seems like to me. They have very active hands and can bother a lot of shots. They also force a ton of turnovers as well.
No good on the second free throw.
And, you know, guys, the Sixers did force a lot of turnovers, but they also gave the ball away the most in the NBA, so kind of negated the turnovers they forced. They can be as defensive as they want, but they've got to get better at taking care of the ball if they're going to improve.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
2 shots.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Here is Russell. Pass to Mourning. To the middle. The shot is off. Johnson with the defensive effort. 76ers trailing. It's West with the drive. Nash. And it's sent back by Russell. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. O'Neal kicks to Mourning, and he jams it with authority.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Johnson.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. Offensively, he'd like to see them get the ball into the post as often as possible. That's where he thinks their biggest advantage lies. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Olajuwon dishes to O'Neal. Johnson with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
For the lead. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And the Bucks arguably were the best story in the Eastern Conference last year. How about going from the bottom of the barrel to a 6th-place finish in that Eastern Conference?
Morning's shot is good. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And for the Bucks, a lot of their improvement came, Greg, as you're talking about, in their play against the Eastern Conference. They went 30-22, Clark, against the rest of the conference.
A nice step for a young team, but you look at it more closely. Basically, the Bucks beat teams they should have beaten, but you know, Kevin, the good teams do that consistently, so a good step for them.
Chamberlain's checked in for Shaq. The 76ers also with the sub. Frazier's checked in. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Nash kicks to Frazier. Johnson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Payton up top. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Milwaukee in the lead. Russell with it. Here's Olajuwon. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Olajuwon's got 7.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. Master.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Milwaukee making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Chauncey Billups checked in for Gary Payton. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Outside, Russell. He feeds it to Olajuwon. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Makes it off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Russell kicks to Olajuwon. Here's Robinson, and there are the Bucks with another bucket. 1:53 left to play here in the third. Right wing. Here's Billups. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And here's Russell. Well, the Bucs made huge strides as a team last season. Greg, most of it came from them establishing themselves as a top-tier defensive team.
And, Kevin, as you know, that's really where it starts for all the elite teams. And the Bucs defensively were very strong. You look at the metrics that measure a lot of the defensive categories. Bucs finished with the second-best defensive rating in the NBA.
Ewing's checked in for Milwaukee. Philadelphia also making some changes. John Stockton, he's checked in for Nash. Hardaway comes in for Chauncey Billups. And Hardaway is subbed in for Frazier. The 76ers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Johnson. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Robinson a screen on Stockton. Olajuwon against Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Olajuwon the pass to Robinson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And guys, the Bucs were great across the board defensively. Top 5 in field goal percentage defense. Top 10 in three-point field goal defense. And of course, created a lot of turnovers too.
Mutombo is checked in for Robinson. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Olajuwon against Stockton. Johnson attacking. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And a big part of why the Bucs were so good on defense is because they got back on defense. They allowed the fewest fast break points in the league. Hustling back in transition goes a long way with the team's D.
Russell kicks to Olajuwon. Here's Ewing. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Patrick Ewing taking 2 shots.
That's good from Ewing. Both free throws good from Ewing. Here's Robertson. He has 5.
No need to rush here. They can play for 1 shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
The feed to Johnson. Fades. And misses it off the right side of the rim. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Bucs on top, leading by a point. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Bucs shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. We've got West. Robertson is out there with Johnson. Then it's Nash. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. Olajuwon's shot is good.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Robertson a screen on Mourning. To the paint. It's stolen by Olajuwon. He dishes it to Russell. High post Mourning. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tipped away. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but Boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Shaq's checked in for Mutombo. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and also, how about their post scoring throughout this game? I mean, they have just been terrific on the interior.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
That one off the back iron and out. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Russell against West. O'Neal inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Shaq's got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told them, "This is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it." Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Gary Payton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. West kicks to Nash. For the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Mourning's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Russell. Inside, Abdul-Jabbar. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Johnson kicks to Payton. Shoots from the baseline. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. Pass to Russell. Johnson against Mourning. Back to Russell. Passes it to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Russell kicks to Mourning. Fades back. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
West dishes to Johnson. No good. Mourning with some nice D. Milwaukee leading by 7. Outside, Russell. The pass to Mourning. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
Another miss by Johnson.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Out to the wing. Olajuwon against Robertson. Here's Mourning. They get it back, and Shaq with the slam.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Russell. Here's Olajuwon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Really an extraordinary game for Hakeem Olajuwon. He's got 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Hakeem Olajuwon at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Olajuwon.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The 76ers trail by 12. West passes to Johnson. To the inside. Heat and the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Nash kicks to Johnson.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Bucks, Magic Johnson, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
No good on the second free throw.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Russell against West. Here's Shaq. The shot will not go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Payton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. Payton's got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 13-5 run. Shaq with the screen. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Shaq with a screen on West. Back to Mourning. The Bucks working the ball around. A nice shot by Olajuwon.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Milwaukee now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Outside, Russell. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met, never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could wearing the ring. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall, scrap with my dogs, rap with my dogs, cat with my dogs. Fly with me in the land, Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run, even if a young sucker wanna pull them. Even if a young sucker wanna meet your son, we gon' rep to the death where the roots is from.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Rolling with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks. We got our ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew time till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die up on the block. With a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night. When it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight. And I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist. But real homies never turn they back. My homies listen all these tracks. My homies all rapping Mac. We rolling out like Cadillac.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 West side, east side, north side, west side, south side, east side, north side, west side. I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to cross continents.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, the Bucks had teased it during the playoffs, and finally it's been revealed. So what do you think, Shaq, about the Bucks' new logo?
Well, it's a sexy transition from red to gold. You know, it's pretty cool. The secondary logo, and I know this for a fact, it incorporates the state of Milwaukee. I know this, Ernie, because you're from the mean streets of Milwaukee.
I am but it's a city of Milwaukee, not the state of Milwaukee. The state of Wisconsin.
No, same thing, Ernie. You know what I'm talking about.
I did grow up on the mean streets of Milwaukee. Yeah, I did.
That deer kind of looks menacing now instead of like from a children's book, so I'm a little nervous, man.
So it doesn't look like a deer in the headlights.
It doesn't look like a deer in the headlights. I don't know if the 10 years and under are going to like this new deer, but everyone 10 years over are going to love it.
That's the Bucks.
Oh,
you know,
I thought
fear
it was
the
an
deer.
antelope.
Fear the deer. You know,
it was an antelope.
It's antelope.
The Milwaukee Antelopes?
Antelope, deer, moose, same thing. They all got tentacles or whatever you call it.
Tentacles? No, they don't have tentacles either.
Antlers.
Oh, antlers,
yeah.
You know what? You are totally dialed in on the whole Milwaukee franchise.
I don't watch the Animal Channel that much.
I see that.
Obviously.
No question.
Here's Kevin Harlan, who's got the call.
Tentacles.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Milwaukee Bucks are ready for this thing to get started. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Russell is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Olajuwon. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Mourning in at the 4.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow. But Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Now, here is Russell. Dominique Wilkins unable to get his shot to go. Here's O'Neal. Chicago grabs the miss. Bird outside. Here's Irving. And it's Mourning with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Abdul-Jabbar kicks to O'Neal. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Outside Wilkins. He dishes it to LeBron. Shot left block. That's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Russell against Pippen. Outside, Russell. The dish to Olajuwon. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Assistant, Bill Russell.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. James, a screen on Russell. Pippen, the pass to Wilkins. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with Jason Kidd. Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said, there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris. The Bucks shooting their first free throw this game. That's good from O'Neal. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau and the Bulls front office. Surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often. A winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Now, here is Morning. After Julius Erving's miss, Irving against Abdul-Jabbar. 5 to shoot. Shaq can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 3.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team and the way they approach the game.
Here's Russell after the made shot from Scottie Pippen. Here's Bird. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Russell with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Here's Olajuwon. Here's Shaq. And that one is hammered home.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
that
was, guy. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump. And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Here's James, the 15-footer. Good. James has got 6 points.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Shaq with the screen. The drive by Russell. From 10 feet out, Chicago grabs the miss.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Wilkins kicks to James. Back to Wilkins. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Wilkins has got his second basket of the night.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Okay, fans, now coming out the corner, your Level Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
Changes for Chicago. Paul Pierce is checked in for Wilkins. Marion comes in for Larry Bird. And Mullins subbed in for Irving. Chamberlain's checked in for the Bucks. Robinson comes in for Mourning. Russell against Pippen. Abdul-Jabbar up top. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Robinson, that's good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to... Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Russell kicks to Olajuwon. Back to Russell. In the corner, it's Robinson. Here's Olajuwon. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Robinson sets a screen for Russell. And it's Abdul-Jabbar penetrating. Robinson misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Russell, and he banks in the layup. 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's LeBron, and a big-time jam right there.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now, and incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
Chicago trailing here.
And, you know, the Bucks took a nice step by making it to the playoffs last season, but their ultimate goal is to win the division. They'll need to play better against the rest of the division in order to do that.
Marion is out there with Pierce. Then it's Mullen. Then it's Pippen. And it's James in at the 5. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Yao. Over to the left wing. Olajuwon, the pass to Yao. That's good. Yao's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks. Greg, as you said, last year the Bucks didn't have the easy time against the rest of the Central Division. They only went 7-11 against them.
And listen, anytime you have powerhouse teams in your division, every game means that much more. Not only for winning the division, but just staying in the playoff picture. It's only going to get tougher this season as well.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. He's got 10 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Bird, he's checked in for Marion. Irving comes in for Mullen. And Wilkins subbed in for Scottie Pippen. And both free throws good for LeBron. Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for them here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped to assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
You know, you look back on the Bulls' record last year with 27 home wins. That's pretty solid. Same exact total as they had the year before. They haven't gone below 500 at home since 2008.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Russell kicks to Abdul-Jabbar, and he gets the bucket. Abdul-Jabbar's got his first basket.
And a big part of why the Bulls are tough at home is this crowd. I mean, sold out every game last season. Led the league in total attendance for 6 straight seasons, averaging over 21,000 fans per game.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Wilkins kicks to Pierce. They set the pick. And stolen by Yao. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And stolen by Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Here's Wilkins. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season. But to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
James Worthy's checked in for the Bulls. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Yao. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. For the Bucks, their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
The Bucks trail. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's Ewing high post. Working on James. 16 feet away. Here's Malone. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Irving attacking. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Russell kicks to Olajuwon. Malone down low. Covered by LeBron. And it's blocked. Here's Bird. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Well, Clark, the Bucks were much improved on the road last season, going 18-23.
Yeah, they were very competitive. This young team fought hard and rarely found themselves out of games on the road, which is a good sign for the future.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Bird.
And for the Bucks, who only won 5 road games in 2014, last year's mark of 18 is a huge step forward. Still, they had problems last year as they had an 11-game road losing streak towards the end of the season.
Mullins checked in for the Bulls. Pippen comes in for Dominique Wilkins. He's off on the second.
Well, I tell you, the Bucks are taking steps in the right direction on the road. The problem is the franchise hasn't had a winning record on the road since 2001.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Schrempf, he's checked in for Bird. Robinson's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Pippen. 1:30 left in the second quarter. The pass to James. From past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And that's 15 points for LeBron.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
The drive by Worthy, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Olajuwon. The shot from the low post is good. Olajuwon's got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, Pippen. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Bucks trail by 4. Russell with it. Inside with 4 seconds on the clock, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's the Bulls up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, you expect the home team to take care of business, and they have. They didn't play flawlessly, but they held their own. Now we get to see the true test in the second half.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Chicago leading. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Warning is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Russell. Then it's Kareem. And it's Olajuwon in at the 3. Abdul-Jabbar with it. He's picked up by Irving. Olajuwon kicks to O'Neal. That evens the score. Shaq's got the first bucket of the third here for Milwaukee.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls' season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark you can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
The free throw drops for James. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And really, the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players.
And Shaq with the slam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Oh, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And the Bulls did end up with the 3rd seed in the East. 33 of their 50 wins last year, Clark, coming in the Eastern Conference.
But it wasn't an even distribution of those wins for the Bulls. Against their own division in the Southeast, they played .500 basketball. They got their good in-conference record from feasting on the Atlantic teams, taking 16 wins in 18 games against that division.
Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. Offensively, he'd like to see them get the ball into the post as often as possible. That's where he thinks their biggest advantage lies. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Morning's shot is good.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Timeout for the Bulls. Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your Level Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
Irving dishes to Pippen. Here's the lob to the hoop, and the slam dunk by Irving.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Shaq with the screen. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Olajuwon's got 12 in the game.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Outside Wilkins. Feeds it to James. Back to Wilkins. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Russell passes to Olajuwon. 9 feet out. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And what a game for Hakeem Olajuwon. He has 12 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
The Bucks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And that one falls for Olajuwon. The Bulls making a switch here. Pierce has checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Yao checked in for O'Neal, and it's Mutombo in for Mourning. off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. James with it. He's picked up by Russell. For 3, Pippen. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Bucks trail by 4. To the left wing. Here's Olajuwon. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Right side, Irving. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Poked loose, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks ball. The Bucks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Russell kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pippen with it. He's picked up by Russell. To the paint. Here's James. And the layup is good. LeBron's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Yao kicks to Olajuwon. Outside, Russell. Now, here's Yao. Clock at 6. To the left side wing. Here's Olajuwon. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
1:32 left to play here in the third. Pierce with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got assist number 5 here tonight. Russell kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Russell dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. He feeds it to Yao. Goes up at the stripe. Chicago grabs the miss. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Pippen. No good. Good work defensively by Yao. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Russell kicks to Mutombo. Pass to Yao. The feed now to Abdul-Jabbar. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And as a coach, that's the kind of turnover that drives you nuts.
And Greg, there's no reason for that turnover to happen. It's just inexcusable.
Chicago making some changes. Sean Marion is checked in for Bird, and Mullen subbed in for Irving. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Chamberlain's checked in. Pippen kicks to Marion. Marion, a screen on Chamberlain. Back to Marion. Connects from three-point range. And the Bulls lead by 8.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Here is Russell. Down low. Wants to get it to Olajuwon and does.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Bulls lead by 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Bucks trail by 6. They've got Marion. Pippen is out there with Mullen. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Pierce in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Pierce with the screen on Olajuwon. Marion outside. Pierce with a screen for Marion. 5 on the clock. Pass to Pierce. From deep three-point range. And the Bulls get it back with 1 on the clock. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. Wilkins against Russell. Picked by Olajuwon. Russell kicks to Olajuwon. Misfires after coming off the pick.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammates there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Thanks, Doris. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Bird comes in for Sean Marion, and Irving subbed in for Mullen.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Outside, Russell. He kicks to O'Neal. To the wing on the left. Pippen against Russell. 6 to shoot. Bucks passing it around. Here's Mourning. That one off the back iron and out.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lean.
Irving misses.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Russell passes to Abdul-Jabbar. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Pippen dishes to Wilkins. Pierce kicks to Wilkins. Pippen for 3. And again, no good by Chicago.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Shaq passes to Russell. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Chicago making a switch here. James is checked in. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Third left side. Kicks it to LeBron. And the Bulls with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
From the baseline. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from O'Neal.
And how about the execution, really when it matters most? He knew he had the height advantage and just got the job done. No need to pass in that situation. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Russell with it. He's picked up by Pippen. O'Neal against Irving. O'Neal kicks to Russell. Clock at 6. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. The three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Bird's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Up top, Pippen. Outside, Irving. Oh! And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Russell kicks to Olajuwon. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. This is to O'Neal. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Mourning. Clock is at 3. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Shaq. Off target there with the little leaner.
Boy, that's a tough one. But he did all he could there, using the leaner to get the shot off.
And here's Bird for 3. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Olajuwon. And the Bucks miss again. Chicago leading by 6. Pippen kicks to Bird. Back to Pippen. There's a good screen. Wilkins with a screen on Russell. It's Pippen with the drive. The high post shot. The rebound by the Bucks.
time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Russell kicks to Olajuwon. Another miss by Olajuwon.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on it.
.30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Check out the game for Irving. He has 8 points and the 1 steal.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. .30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Russell to end the drought. A nice shot by Olajuwon. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Here's Milwaukee now. From beyond the arc, the rebound by Schrempf. It's Pippen with the drive. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.